There's a problem with Spaceball. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, if you're new here, please click that like, that subscribe, and don't forget to bang that bell notification. This way, you, yes you, get notified every time I upload a video. Well, today it's all about the woes of horsepower. That's right, woes of horsepower. There are times where building horsepower is good, but there are times when you build it and it creates problems. Now, it's not a catastrophic problem. It is not a big failure problem. So I was running on Spaceball the S&S cam plate and oil pump. Nothing against S&S. They make a great product. I love their cam plates and their oil pumps. However, if your pinion shaft, which is what drives the oil pump, your crank gear, which ties to your cam gear, is more than 5 thousandths run out, you cannot use it. Well, when I put Spaceball together, I measured it, and it was right around 4.5 to 5 thousandths of run out. So I was like, right at the limit, we're good. So I put it in. Well, it's been 2 years since I built this motor, and well abused and well ridden, that I said, you know what? It's time to tear down the valve train. Let's take a look at our valve springs. Let's take a look at our lifters. Let's take a look at our push rods. Let's take a look at the oil pump. Let's take a look at everything. Well, I got you set up here on the tripod, and we're going to measure the runout. I've already measured it. It is 7 thousandths, but I want you guys to see it. So this tool I got from Fueling, great tool. If you plan on doing your own cams, whether it's a twin cam or a Milwaukee 8, this is a must, because it will tell you whether or not, one, you could run an S&S oil pump or and cam plate. Two, can you run a gear drive, or do you have to stay with chain drive? And three, it'll let you know how happy your crankshaft is doing. So, without any further ado, let's get this set up, and you tell me what you think. Okay, so this is what I got. I got my pinion shaft run out tool with a gauge here to measure the run out, and I set it to 0. And I put one of these tabs at 0, and the other tab is at 5 thousandths run out. Now, in order to do this, I need to take 2 spark plugs out, put the bike in 6th gear. This way, when I rotate the back tire, the crank will rotate with it. Now, this is going to make a little bit of an oil mess, but that's okay. Let's take a look. So far, so good, right? 1 thousandths run out. Whoa, what we got here? That is 6 thousandths run out. And we're coming back. That's just 1 revolution. So that's 7 thousandths run out, or 6 thousandths right now. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Let's move this so we could see it. All right. That is almost 7 thousandths run out right there. And that is almost 180 degrees. So when I bring it back to 180 degrees, it's back to 0. 90 degrees, we're good. I'm talking degrees here. We're talking where the flat is on the pinion shaft, about 2 thousandths. Go to 180 degrees. 180 degrees, we're at 7 thousandths run out. So 270 degrees, we're at 5 thousandths. And back to 0, we're at 0. So as you can see, I cannot reuse my S&S cam plate and oil pump. That's right, I cannot reuse it. So I'm going to take that back off. And I'm going to put back, I never throw anything away. I have the original oil pump cam plate and cam chain tensioner right here and here that came in this motor that is brand new. So I'm not too concerned with running this oil pump. There's nothing really wrong with this oil pump. I just wanted more billet aluminum in there, make it stronger. But the plan is I'm going to run this the way it is for another year. So this time next year, I'm going to break it down yet again, and I'm going to measure the pinion run out. And then we'll see, do I have to strip the motor down, send the crank out, and get it trued? Do I buy a dark horse? Do I, keep going? Harley says up to, I think it's 14 thousandths run out is acceptable for Harley Davidson. S&S is 5 thousandths for their cam plate and oil pump, but for the Harley parts, it's up to 14 thousandths. So I'm going to run it for another year and then remeasure it. And I'm going to make a notation on the mileage, and then I'm going to see how many miles I go within the 12 months, and then figure it out from there. All right, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll answer every comment that's mentioned in every video. If I just click like, that's because I don't have an answer for you or doesn't require one. But if I do have an answer for you, I will give it to you and go from there. So hopefully everybody learned something here today. Horsepower is fun, but it's high maintenance. And this here is part of the high maintenance. That's right. Because that's the way it is. All right, everybody, until the next time, I want you to live the best life you can. Ride often, as always, ride hard.